now, this is a working dog, but she'd make a lovely pet too. And it's a bit like everything to do with us goes back a while. So my neighbour was up there with the sheep 70 years ago. These are all Border Collies that I have. This is a kind of a small one. Her and her sister are two little kind of petite ones, but she's a bit of a pocket rocket at the same time. But they go back to a registry to 1906, so we can follow her pedigree all the way back to the start if we want. I probably know about 5 or 6 generations. I have her father, and I knew her grandmother, and I had lots of them back through it, so I know them all. But like that, the pedigree goes all the way back, so they're not an accident. And some dogs won't work, or maybe they don't have that much desire, and so those ones I'll give them away to somebody as a pet. And most of them make lovely pets. I have one or two nobody'd want them for a pet, because you'd go out and leave them in the house and you come back and they'd have it wrecked. They're like vandals, but it's just they want to work. But this one's nice. So we need a couple of the important things is, even if your dog is not too well trained, you must be able to call him back to you, and you must be able to stop him before we can go really working sheep, because the sheep are the priority. We don't want them to suffer unnecessarily, getting chased or stressed or anything. So you can see the way she's waiting for me. Not because she loves me or anything else. It's a deal. I might explain that a bit after. But I'll send her, so I can send her right and left too, because I to train him out a bit more, because I want to be lazier. So I'll tell her to go left. Just have to think of it, because I have 3 or 4 different sets of lefts and rights. Come by. So that's our left command. And when she goes down, when she lifts the sheep, I'll probably stop her. I'll wait till she lifts them first. Lie down. Lie down. And so the stop gives the sheep time. Whereas if she was out of control, she'd be chasing them, they'd be panicking. And sheep are very clever, but not when they're rushing, because when they're rushing, sheep need a little more time to think. They're obviously not as intelligent as us, and the dogs are pretty sharp, but the sheep, they just need a little more time. But the sheep quickly learn anything that's in their best interest. They like to get in this pen, because they say, at least we get in the pen, we get away from the dog. Lie down. Now I'll show you her left again. Come by. Come by. Come by. Lie down. Come by. Lie down. Lie down. Steady. Lie down. Come by. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. And so, if we can say left and right, if we want, we can bring the sheep down to us, or we can push them away from us, or we can bring them across us. And in here, this is a small little place, but in here, everything is representative of what goes on the mountain. So if I can train them to do it in here, I can go up to the mountain, I can do it at 500 or 600 or 800 yards, and that's how you get to be lazy. Time, so time is, take your time. Oh, okay, time. Now I'll give her a right, you haven't seen her right. Way. She might be on the heavy cross. Way. And so the other thing is, then this is close by, and lie down. In Ireland, the wind is usually blowing in your face, and along with that, it's probably got rain in it. So instead of shouting, then we like to use whistles. So I'll show you how the whistles work. Lie down. I'll send her to left with a whistle. Lie down. I'm going to put them in the pen here, because I want to show you, look at these fellas. And so that's a lot easier than trying to shout, and they can hear it a lot easier when the weather's rough. Time. See the little fella here with the spotty face, he's a little bit lame at the moment. Lie down. Lie down. I'm not sure if it's an act. Lie down. Lie down. This first fella. Lie down. He's clever, but he's a pet lamb. He was born on the mountain, and his mother didn't have enough milk. So my friend got him, and he said, you'll have to give this fella a bottle. And now a bottle means like 3 or 4 times a day. And I was thinking, oh, geez, none of us want that job. But my son is 11, lie down. So he thought it was a great idea. So I had him feeding the lamb. But then, and so he looks wild like the rest of them. But I'm going to show you that in a minute. We'll get out some food. And so he learned to eat the food with my son. But the other fellas learned off him then how to eat. Come on, now, close this up. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Lie down, lie down. So I said the stop is important. And then she doesn't want to leave the sheep. This is like the best game in town. And I don't have to say thank you, Pip, or anything, because she's like, her best life is working sheep. And so now I'm going to ask her to leave her best life behind, and she's going to say, oh, okay. But all she's thinking about is, when can we start again? I'll live with that.